Alright, so let's look at each of the main parts of the course, starting with the MyOpenMath Assignments. So we'll see here, you can read this description here, but it pretty much just says that we have one MyOpenMath assignment, they're auto-graded assignments, and one MyOpenMath assignment per week for the first 9 weeks. There's 11 weeks in the course. The last 2 weeks, there's no MyOpenMath assignment, just the first 9 weeks. They're auto-graded by the system, similar to my labs plus, if you ever use that, or my math labs. So there are some differences. Let's look and see what the MyOpenMath assignment looks like. Okay, so here's the it'll look something like this once you access the website for the course. And if you click on chapter 1, you see that week 1 and 2 is under chapter 1. We'll go to week 1. We'll just go to the week 1 assignment. Right here, towards the bottom of week 1. And so you'll notice that on the previous page for week 1, there's a lot of like suggested reading sections and videos provided. And it's just looking at those while completing this activity or before. Keep notes just like you would in a lecture. And just some suggestions. You don't have to, but it's a good way to approach an online class, is treat it like a regular course. Okay, so we have this activity here. Just to let you know, all fill in the blank problems, you'll have 3 attempts, 3 possible attempts at these. And any multiple choice problems, you'll only have 1 attempt. So keep that in mind. And also another thing to keep in mind, for example, here we have 4 parts for this first problem, for question 1. And we can skip around to different problems. You don't have to do them all in order. So for question 1, we have 4 parts, A, B, C, and D. If you want to, let's see what happens. If I enter just an answer, I'm sure it's not right, but let's see if I say, so notice it says changes you made may not be saved. So from what I understand, it will not be saved if you do not submit the problem. So actually, let's just double check that. I'm going to leave, go to question 2. Let's go back to question 1 to see if it's still there. Yeah, it's not there. So your problem's still the same. So just keep in mind that you have to, when you submit this, you have to complete all A, B, C, and D. If you like just enter 20 for an answer and you hit submit, it'll give you a warning. Not all question parts of an answer. Are you sure you want to submit the question? It will mark all your empty answers as incorrect. So keep that in mind. So that multiple choice option for C and D, you won't have another attempt at this. So keep that in mind. So hit cancel, and so you'll want to complete an entire problem. If you have to leave and you answer parts of problems, just do not submit it and just write down your answers and come back to it at another time. So let's see what happens when we enter an answer incorrectly. So I'll submit this. I know not everything's been entered. Okay, so I got all 4 parts wrong. So score on last attempt, score in gradebook. So score in gradebook is what you really care about. You'll notice that your highest score will be counted. We'll see here. I'm going to answer this one. What % of patients in treatment groups were pain-free 24 hours after receiving acupuncture? So we're looking only at the treatment row because it's only asking about treatment group, and we want to know pain-free. So yes, pain-free, 11 out of 54. I'll calculate that really quickly. 11 out of 54. That's 20. And it says right here, pay attention to this because it's really important. You'll get it wrong. It'll usually tell you if there's an answer you enter in. Please round answers to within a 1/100th of a percent. So that's 2 decimal places. 100th. So 20.37 would be my answer. So pay attention to the rounding. It makes a difference in how you want to enter the answer. And it's in percentages, as you can see here. So I'll submit this. Okay, so score before penalty on last attempt is 1 out of 4. Notice that it looks like our grade score in the grade book is 0.6. So I missed my first attempt. My second attempt, I got it right, only on part A. So, but notice that I didn't get 1 because part A is worth 1 out of 4. I got 1 out of 4, but I didn't get 1 point. That is because there's a penalty if you miss any parts and you have to reattempt it. So any parts that aren't multiple choice, because you only have one choice opportunity for multiple choice, but anything that's like fill in the blank like this, if you go for a second attempt, you automatically have a 10% reduction on the entire problem. So notice it's out of 4 points, so that's 0.4 that's automatically deducted if you get that right. So if we attempt this one right here, we should probably not get that high of a score. Let's see, what it will increase though. What percent of patient in the control group pain-free? So control or pain-free after 24 hours. So that's 2 out of 44. 2 divided by 44. So that is 4.55%. 4.55. And if I try to enter any of these, it'll let me choose. I don't know, I'll just choose some random ones. But even if I get it right, it will not increase my score because I only have 1 attempt. So I got them both wrong, I guess. But notice that my score in the grade book actually did not increase on this attempt, unfortunately. So yeah, so as you can see, you have to be really careful because as you miss more and more attempts, it really, you won't increase your score at all because of the penalty. So as you can see in the grade book, I have 1.2 out of 4 on this question because I only got 2 parts right. So it looks like it increased a little bit, but I only got 1.2, where before, I don't really remember what it was. 0.6. So it went from 0.6 to 1.2. So it went up a little bit, but it didn't go up that much. So keep in mind that you should try to get it on your first attempt, even if you have 3 tries, because of the penalty. And you only have 1 attempt for multiple choice and 3 attempts for fill in the blank where it's not multiple choice. And on some problems, you have videos. You can pull up videos and watch a video that pertains to this question. And that might help you out if you're stuck. But anyways, that's a quick run through on these type of problems. So keep in mind that if you want to save your work, write it down. If you didn't complete a problem, you have to leave so you remember what you did. So if you got 20.37 but you didn't have a chance to complete anything else, just write it down in your notebook or something. On this question 1 from the first assignment, you got 20.37 because it will be the same problem when you come back to it. But you only want to submit once you have all the parts done. All right, so let me know if you have any concerns. Yeah, that's about it.